Yeah,
who
okay,
have
the woman, they
not
have menstruation,
menstruated.
and then another case, not, yeah, if you
Who
don't
are
have
those?
menstruation, normally you are young, you are very young.
Perfect. I thank you for your honesty. As well as for those who are pregnant, their waiting period ends with delivery. With ever mindful of Allah, He will make their matter easy for them. And even you go to tafsir to be sure that you're telling the truth. I'm going to confirm it with you.
Yeah, Nora said they are women that never menstruated, but I think, I don't know if they talk about the specific thing here. Maybe they talk about the specific things, but maybe not.
Tafsir, sister, here.
Okay.
Allah the Exalted clarifies the waiting period of the woman in menopause. And that is the one whose menstruation has stopped due to older age. That's the first category. Now, her idda, you know what's idda mean, correct?
Her idda...
when you have to wait 3 months to be sure you're not pregnant, you know what idda mean?
Yeah, the idda, well, you have to, no, but the idda, you just have to wait 3 months. It doesn't...
but that's what I just...
doesn't mean it's because we have to know if you are pregnant or not.
Sister,
you have to wait 3 months, but
when
they
you
don't
say,
explain if it's
when you say there is idda, that's mean an intercourse happened. I can show you another ayah in the Quran. That's mean the woman has to wait 3 months.
It means there's an intercourse. Are you sure?
Yes, when there is idda, that's mean intercourse happened for it to be idda. That the woman had to wait 3 months to be sure she's not pregnant.
Okay.
You should know this if you're a Muslim.
But wait a minute. We have to wait. It's true that we have to wait 3 months after a divorce. Okay, that's true.
Instead of the 3 months cycles. Let me read it. For those who menstruated, which is based upon the ayah in Surah Al-Baqarah, C 228, the same for the young, who has not reached the years of menstruation.
But
so
that's,
Allah in Surah Al-Talaq,
that's the tafsir. That's the tafsir from.
Of course.
Okay, but you said something about the idda, but I'm not sure. I'm telling you, I'm not sure what's the idda.
You're a Muslim sister, and you know exactly. You try to.
No. But
yes,
you have to wait. You have to wait. It's true that you have to wait 3 months.
No, sister.
After a divorce. That's
listen.
That's normal.
You said you had an ex-husband. You were married before. You're a lady as well.
I wait
Muslim.
3 months. I wait 3 months. I was not pregnant.
Let's read this. Let me read
I was not pregnant, but I was waiting. Okay, but wait, let me finish.
No, let me read this for you to tell you, because what you're saying not making sense.
Oh, okay, you're gonna read it, but wait a minute. I just want to say that the 3 months. Nobody tell me if it's because of pregnant or not. This is the 3 months. Nobody say about the pregnancy.
Yes, it is. I'm showing you this. I'm telling you, let me know. You're not making any sense. Let me read what Allah said. I'm sorry, with all my respect, I don't care what you say. I care what Allah said.
Wait a minute, it's my friend here. Hey, Brad 13. Oui, ils sont en train de me faire un... Je passe à la barre, là. Allah. Okay.
If you have a friend you will feel leave, you can.
No, it's okay. You can go on. It's okay.
Oh, believers, if you marry believing women and then divorce them, be careful, and then divorce them before you touch them, they will have no waiting period. That's mean no idda for you to count. So give them a suitable compensation and let them go graciously. So again, Allah said, if you marry a believing woman and divorce them before you touch them, that means intercourse didn't happen, correct?
Okay, if you divorce them before you touch
them. Yes, there is no idda. That's what said. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نكحتم المؤمنات ثم طلقتموهن من قبل أن تمسوهن فما لكم عليهن من عدة. So what that means, if you divorce a believing woman and you didn't touch her yet, no عدة. For it to be عدة, that means intercourse has to happen. Do you get it or you don't get it? Or you want me to explain it again?
No, I get it.
Perfect.
I get it.
So now in Surah At-Talaq, Ayah 4, that's why it said the young, there is عدة 3 months. That means the young had intercourse, sister. Allah said this, not me. If you want to go against what he said, it's up to you. I'm telling you what Allah said in the Quran, and I showed it to you because I don't want you to think I'm making up things.
Okay.
So if I'm reading this, hold on. If I'm reading this ayah and I want to become Muslim, and I showed this to my daughter,
I understand completely. I understand.
Thank you, because that's not the teaching from God who created heaven and earth, sister.
Look, I understand. Look, I'm not, as I said, I'm not here to win or something. I listening to you very carefully. I ask you specific question. You showed me. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Everything you showed me, my mission, okay, I know there's a lot of people, random people in the comments. Yeah, I know there's a lot of random people in the comments.
Forget about them.
If you're really serious, if you're really serious about your faith and your subject, of course, the first thing you have to do is to take all of, you know, what you showed me, and go see an imam, not the imam, but
sister, I did multiple times. Why don't you
professional
understand?
So okay, you did, but I did not about this subject.
You go, listen, not
about this subject. I have to go understand by myself, and it's very important to understand things. Okay, why?
You're funny.
No, but it's true. You have to understand things. You cannot just stop right there and that's it. You make conclusion. You have to understand things.
Okay, sister, let me show you this, because I don't want to make a claim, and I don't want you to think I'm lying to you. And I'm not going to even continue talking to you too much, because I'm not here to make you feel that I'm attacking you. I'm not. I respect you. I'm telling you the truth. If you think everything I spoke to you, you were offended, I do apologize. That's not my intention. I'm showing you the truth. That's all what I'm doing.
I am not offended. I'm being honest with you at all. I ask you a question. If I'm offended, I will just leave the life. Okay.
100%. And I'm not here, and I'm telling you this genuinely.
Yeah, it's very important, as I said.
To reply to them right now. Let me tell you this.
No. Okay, but if it's an atheist telling me this, I can understand. But when it's a Christian tell me this, you know, in the Bible, there's some horrible stuff. It's not better. So when it's atheist, sister, I can understand, because he chose to be atheist. He chose to be out of religion, and I can understand. When it's a Christian, it's a little bit, for me, it's not really logic. You know?
Hold on. Go for it, and I have nothing to worry or scare me about the Bible, because it's the word of the truth. Now, you have a question to ask? Feel free. I'm not here. I'm not running from you. I'm an open, wide-hearted person. And I will show you the truth, and I will give you references for it. Now, the people who scream in Rebecca is 3, let me tell you this, what the Bible said. If they show one proof that Rebecca was 3, I'm telling you, on my behalf, I will leave Christianity and become Muslim. See how confident I am? Because in the Bible said about Rebecca, she used to hold the gallon of water to give the water to the camel. If she was 3 years old, there is no person on earth at that age can hold that heavy water of gallon on her shoulder. 1, 2, the Bible called her little woman.
This is the only proof is about the heavy gallon of water?
No. Call her little woman. Be honest with me. Would you call her 3 years old little woman? Please, go for it.
Well, no, I personally not. For me, it's a girl. But for the people
but if you say 3 years old,
If someone touched this little girl, it's a woman now. So what do you want me to tell you?
No, I get what you're saying. That you guess, because a lot of Muslims, all they think is fornication. That's it. When the Bible, sister,
we never know what they did to this little girl.
Sister, let me tell you.
It's not about the Muslim. We're talking about only her.
Let me tell you the difference. One, tell you can sleep with 1 day old girl, and Jesus said, if I look in you as Medusa was lust, if I look at you with lust, I commit sin.
Okay, but what's the...
What I'm telling you,
with the
it's an opposite. I'm showing you the opposite of the teaching. That's what you call teaching is from God. Someone tell me to love your enemy, not go analyze the Jews and the Christians. Someone tell me if you look in...
GM.
Yes.
It said my comments is not published and the comment is deactivated. What comment they talk about?
I muted all the comments to not anyone being annoying and saying stuff to you, because you were complaining about a lot of girls attacking you. Now I don't want you to focus on the comment. Don't be annoying. Someone tell you stuff. Now you feel free. No one will disrespect you.
No. It's a my comments. Like my comments, it's not published. What does that mean?
That's what I'm telling you.
People are still hearing me talking?
Yes, but I closed the chat to don't let anyone disrespect you anymore. I made you a favor.
Okay.
Perfect. I'm showing you respect.
Thank you. But I just was wondering if people still hearing me right now.
Oh, yes, all of them. Of course, they hear. Do you think I'm talking to myself?
Okay. So, yeah, what's the thing with the little 3 years old? What's the proof that she actually did not get married at 3 years old?
No, sister, there's no proof. They always make, like when I make a claim, I say, hey, go to Surah, blah, 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 ayah, blah, blah, blah. When you want to make a claim in the Bible, like let's say you made that claim. Perfect. Yeah. Show me where Rebecca was 3 in the Bible. Can you? Show it to me.
Well, I'm asking you.
Ma'am, that's what I'm telling you. They make a claim. They have no evidence. The only evidence they have...
Okay, I'm going to follow you, and I actually going to, have more information about this, because, the thing with the Bible, I feel like every time I'm talking with a Christian person, so it depends where they are from. If it's Catholic, if Protestant, if it's Témoin de Jéhovah, it's different. Some of them...
Listen.
You know what I mean? So it's like this is not the same Bible here. Well, like what's the true Bible? Where is the true book? How can I know if, okay, example, if we want to be Christian, how can I know what's the best Christian? Christian is Christian, but there are so many of them. They're Catholic, they're Protestant. How can I know where's the real book? Because you are telling me there's no proof about Rebecca 3 years old. But where is the real book? How can I know where is the original one? I feel like nobody know.
I do know. I can tell you. We have it, the sister. You want me to tell you the truth or no? We have, I'm going to tell you. We have till today the Old Testament and the New Testament. The Old Testament preserved in Hebrew and the New Testament preserved in Greek till our day today. That was back in between 200 to 300 after Christ, and we have manuscripts.
It's the real one. This one is the real one.
But let me, I'm explaining to you.
Yes.
Before the Bible became Bible, we have many manuscripts go back to almost 40 AD. Back in the Christ, we still have those manuscripts till today.
Where?
And it's preserved.
Where?
Some probably they have it preserved. The one I think the Hebrew in Israel, if I'm not mistaken, in Israel. And the Greek is probably preserved, I think, I'm not sure, but I think it's in the Vatican.
Okay, let's say it's in Israel or the Vatican. Let's say they are there, the original copy. How can I know, me, Medusa, how can I know it's the original copy and not anybody back then just put that book there and said, this is the original copy?
Sister, but I'm explaining to you. I will tell you, relax with me. Now, the Bible that we have in our hand, let's say I have a book in my hand today. How I will know if this book that's in my hand, it's the same what we have preserved in our hand. So I have to check the original. Do you understand what I'm saying? If, for example, let's say in English, if the Bible that I have in hand that's written in English match the original one we have that's written in Hebrew and Greek, that means this book is correct, not corrupted. Can you corrupt it? Yes, go for it. Then you're going to be...
Okay, I understand. Now I have a question for you, Jam.
Let me say just good morning on my end to my sister, Lildir. Lildir just woke up, sister.
Good morning. I did. I went to bed early last night. God bless.
I know. God bless you, sister. Yeah, go for it, Medusa.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you. So you are telling me that you are how can I say that in English? You are 100% sure because you have the original. And how you know this is the original? It's because it's in the Vatican. So how I understand it is the original. It's by the it's physical. It's something. It's a book.
But let me ask you this question: do you believe personally that I'm asking you that the Torah and the Injil is corrupted? The Bible? I'm asking you.
If what?
Do you believe that our Bible is corrupted? I'm asking you.
If I believe, I mean...
But just be careful what you answer, though, because
by the original, I don't know. But what I saw when I talk with different Christians.
Like what?
I may have this idea of corruption because of many branch and many following.
There is some. Let me tell you. For example,
I can maybe think there's a corruption. That's the first reason. That's the first reason.
Perfect.
I'm just answering you to your question. That's the first reason.
But let me tell you, there is a Christian and called... There is a Christian, listen to me to correct this for you. There is a Christian who hold the Bible that's been preserved.
But I'm just give you the reason and then you correct
you. To make it clear for you, because if you saw something different, I'm going to tell you. There is part of a Christian who are not true Christian. I'm going to give you an example, like Jehovah's Witnesses. Those, they add and they remove words to the original Bible. Those, we call them as a Christian, it's a cult. Those are not true Christian. Do you understand?
So the Témoins Jehovah are not real Christian for you because they reject the part from the Bible.
No, because they add, sister, because Jesus said in the Bible, no one can add or remove anything from his word.
Yeah, exactly. They're not Witnesses.
Exactly. Jehovah's Witnesses, they add and removed for them to address their analogy or their propaganda and their plan.
Okay, now I have a question. Now I have a real question. How you know?
Yeah.
They didn't add or remove from the original one.
Because the original will still have it, sister. Even your Quran authenticated in 20...
but it's in the Vatican. You don't live in the Vatican.
There is no, it's not all. There is a scripture in Switzerland.
You don't live in the Vatican. You don't know if someone wake up in the night and add something to the Bible. You don't know that.
There is manuscript in Switzerland. There is manuscript in England. We still have those manuscripts.
But this is
go back.
Script.
But sister, listen.
The only proof
you understand
is
what
script.
Manuscript is? Do you know what manuscript is? It's
physical. It's someone who can
explain
modify.
Explain When I say manuscript to you, what did you understand?
Manuscrit. C'est un manuscrit. I know what is it. It's
but tell me if you know. Tell me.
It's a manuscrit. It's the original. But my question is, how you know that the original it's not modified? If you don't live there, you're not.
Sister,
you didn't see by your eyes.
Oh my.
You know what I mean?
Sister, I'm telling you, but you don't. You speak too much, but sometimes you don't focus. Those manuscripts, you think was authenticated only by Christians?
It's just a question. It's just a question. I'm asking you a question.
I'm answering you, but you don't want to listen. Do you think those manuscripts were authenticated only by Christian? Do you understand my question, or you want me to repeat it?
Yeah, but your question doesn't answer my question.
Yes, it does. Because what I'm telling you, those manuscripts are valid and authenticated, not just by Christian, by Muslim and atheist and every scientist. That those hold on. Okay. Plus, in 1943, when they found the
scrolls.
Yes, I'm glad I'm still awake after 12 hours, Lildir.
I know.
They found that Bible, and who found it are Bedouin, and they were Muslims. They authenticate that book and look at the original manuscript that we have. It matched 95 to 97% exactly. That's proof our Bible is not corrupted. The 3% or the 4% is not like something added or removed. No, the language was different. It was close, but was different dialogue, but the same meaning. But it was identical and was found by a Muslim Bedouin. Listen, not like a Christian, how we found it in the line. No, Muslim Bedouin, and it proved that our Bible is authenticated. Because if our Bible is not authenticated, I'm explaining to you something happened. The Bible came all the way from the moment when Jesus was crucified and rose from the dead, and his apostles start to spread the word of the gospel with all the messengers, came all the way to the time of Muhammad. Now, when you say let's say it's corrupted, when do you think it was corrupted? Before or after?
Even if it's a Muslim, it doesn't prove me anything. It doesn't prove me it's corrupted or not. Because he's a Muslim. He's a Muslim. He can be honest or a liar. How do I know? I was here with him. I was not here with him. So my question is, how you know the manuscript was not corrupted? If I ask
many, but that's why Sister takes me.
How you know? How you sure? How you 100%
We will tell you. We will tell you. Even your Prophet Muhammad take oath on the Torah, Sister. Go for it, Lildir.
Yeah, let me see if I can explain it to you. So when they found, sorry, let me get a sip of coffee here.
Definitely.
Sorry about that. So basically, when they found these Dead Sea Scrolls, right, in the caves of Qumran, when they analyze them, they can date the vellum that they were written on, the type of paper or skins from animals, right? They can't date the ink, but they can date that vellum. Plus, it wasn't just one person. I mean, the Bedouins, the Muslims found the caves, but then they were excavated by a group or a team of people, right? So those people are recording it and writing their information down, what they found, because it was found in 1943 and started excavation by 48, right? And since then, they've been continually finding more and more and more. So it wasn't just the writings of the Bible, but there were manuscripts, wedding certificates of people that were married and things like that. So it's historical evidences of these people's existence, right? The copies of the Septuagint, which was written between 200 and 300 years before Jesus was born. It's a Greek translation of the Old Testament. Okay, so it confirms what we have today of the Old Testament, plus they did find some parts of the New Testament. They know about when these people, their civilization was attacked and destroyed by the Roman Empire because of the Roman writings and other people groups around them describing these battles of the Romans entering the civilization and destroying it.
Okay, I understand. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Just before the second temple in Jerusalem was destroyed in 70 AD. So if they're finding these writings of the New Testament, just portions of it.
I didn't say it's not the original. That's not what I'm saying. I said it's the original. They find the original. Okay, I'm believing you. It's the original. Okay.
And it matches what we have today.
No, but you don't understand the question. My question is not, is it the original or it's not the original? Okay, I believe you is the original, okay? But my question is, even it's the original, how do you know it's not corrupt? The original was not corrupt.
How we know that? So if we judge it, hold on. So if what is your measuring stick? What would you say? What would tell you what was original? How do you know? How are you going to measure whether it's the original?
Well, I'm asking the question.
I'm asking you, what is your measuring stick? Because if I'm telling you what we have written today matches 95
so what's your measuring stick? You just believing?
No. I'm trying to determine.
We have a proof, sister. We're not making things out. She's telling you.
What's the proof?
This is what I'm telling you.
The original
what I have today matches what was written of the Old Testament 200 to 300 years before Jesus was even born, right? That Old Testament writings that they found in those Qumran caves is what we have today, right? So we know that the Quran came along in
When you say Old Testament, century. You talk about the Torah?
I'm talking about the Torah and the prophets. The Tanakh and the Torah. Torah was what Moses wrote down, the first 5 books. Then the Tanakh was all of the prophets' writings that came after Moses, right? Up until the time of Jesus, right? Plus, so we have those writings that they found in the Qumran caves. It matches what we have today.
Okay,
plus
it matches.
Right.
I understand.
Plus they found some of the New Testament because they know that this people group, their civilization next to Qumran was destroyed by the Romans.
You understand a little bit my question? You understand what I mean?
So, okay, sister.
Because she talked about the Old Testament, she said it's matching. It's matching. Everything is matching, sister. But it doesn't answer my question. How you know? Everything is matching. Everything is the original. But how you know it's not modified?
Now,
it's not something added to that.
Hold on. Now, the New Testament side. In those Qumran caves, it was destroyed just before 70 AD. It was destroyed in about 63, if I remember right, to 65 AD, right? Jesus was crucified in 30 AD, right? 40 years or, 37 years before that. They have some of the New Testament writings that they found in the Qumran caves also that match what we have today. Then we have manuscripts of people writing and copying these, what the New Testament writers wrote. We have other manuscripts outside of that. So it's not just the Qumran, but the Qumran is one of the oldest that help point us back to, yes, what we have is true. Okay? Then we have other writers like the church fathers that we have their writings where they quote what the disciples had written down.
Okay.
And then we have, so sorry. So the amount of manuscripts that we have is overwhelming. No other book in antiquity has the amount of writings closest to the time period as the Bible
So you
does.
are how can I say this? So you're going by the matches. This is matching with the Old Testament. This is
What
matching
they
with
said.
it. Okay,
Correct.
I understand.
Correct.
I understand. So the matching is very good proof to prove if it's something, it's real. Okay, if we base with the matches, okay, it's a good beginning. But even if it's a letter, even if it's a one world, they are changing, because matching, it's not enough. We need
But the point is, one word.
We need
how does one word
one
corrupt?
world can change. One world. It's true that the power of word, it's
But
big.
how does one
It's
word
very powerful.
change a whole
One
message?
Word, yeah, one
Sister.
word is very powerful. Imagine
How does
one word is
one
changing.
word change
it can
a
change
whole
the whole
message?
thinking.
Medusa,
One word can change the. So how can we know
Let me
that
tell you.
one word is not corruption?
Medusa, God,
There's no proof.
sister,
There's
God,
no proof.
sister, God will never let His word be corrupted. One. Second, let me tell you this. The Bible, before it came book, we have it in manuscript. Do you understand? Before it become the book.
You go
that we
with
have.
something writing.
But
Again,
so I'm
it's
getting, do you
something
want me,
writing.
do you want me to explain to you? Because there is a saying, if your house was glass, do not throw rocks on people. We have a proof. I'm talking to you. I haven't opened nothing in your religion. I'm showing you that our book is authenticated, and I'm going to give you evidence right now. It's funny that it's coming from you, that the Quran that you have in your hand, it's all corrupted. You don't know the origin, and you guys turn it on us. Let me explain this to you now. Let's say what you're saying, because you like logic. Let's say the Bible was corrupted, what you're saying. Don't you think whoever corrupted this Bible will corrupt it in a way that sugar-coated and looks nice? And I'm going to give you an example. In the Bible, when it shows, for example, about Peter, when he denied Jesus Christ 3 times, whoever gonna corrupt the Bible, he could have took that verse out, and he didn't show that Peter denied Jesus 3 times. I'm giving you an example. That's one. Second, if it was corrupted, sister, back then in the time of Jesus, the Bible was in antique language, like what was Turkish today, Rome, you have Greek, you have the Egyptian, and all those around the world. Ethiopians. So whoever corrupted, he called all those people, hey guys, let's corrupt all the Bible. Does it make sense, sister? Second. Third, we have as book, we have the Codex Vaticanus. That's basically the Bible that go back to 325 AD after Christ. And it holds that book, both the Old and the New Testament in Greek. And that book is in the library in Vatican One. There is another one, Codex Sinaiticus, that go back to 400.
Okay.
Let me continue, please. I don't want to lose
writing, but it's still writing.
It's getting. Just relax. Can I speak?
Yes.
And that's go back to 400 after Christ. I'm talking about book, not transcript. Book only. When the Bible become an actual book. I'm not going to the manuscript yet. And this one, I'm talking Codex Sinaiticus. It's in the Britain, in London. Now, we have as well the Codex Bezae, and that's go as well to 400 after Christ, and it holds the 4 gospel. And that's as well.
It's another
in Cambridge.
thing. Writing. It's writing again.
What do you mean it's writing? It's gonna come like from a software, from computer?
No, what I mean by that is, I think this is
why your Quran was printed?
No, it's. I think this is where you don't understand what I mean.
No, I'm going to understand, but you're not letting me continue because you speak too much.
No, but it's still writing. You are telling me manuscript that is
because
writing.
You speak too much and not making any sense. I told you it's common, but if you just wait.
Okay.
You don't go. Do you have ADHD or something? Just relax or have a coffee. Now, I'm talking right now. We have as well the Codex Alexandrinus, and that's as well go back to 5th century. And now let's talk about the manuscript. That's what's important. There is the page of Burdi, and it's under the name Magdalene Papyrus, and that's one of the 109 manuscripts that we have. And that's go back to between 70 and 100 AD. And he called it the page of Yeshua, because when they studied those manuscripts, they said whoever wrote those manuscripts definitely saw or witnessed Jesus. And they prove that those manuscripts was written freshly after Jesus ascended to heaven. That's how old it is.
Can you repeat the last thing you said?
Which one?
Those who had this manuscript saw Jesus?
Yes, I'm talking, sister, between 70 and 100 AD. Like when Jesus was crucified on the age of 33 years old, the people who left the message, what's 70? That's it's 47 after Christ.
So what's your proof of that?
Those people who wrote those manuscripts wrote it fresh. They lived and witnessed Jesus.
Mm-hmm. So
what do you mean what's wrong? Okay. We have those manuscripts fresh.
Okay.
People back then,
you can date the paper.
Okay, no problem. I heard you.
And I'm going to give you the information. It's in the foundation of the evangelist Saint Luke in Barcelona, the one I just gave you right now. I've given you the references.
Okay, no problem. I believe you. So
and we have another one. Hold on, another manuscript. Go to the age between 100 and 125 after Christ, and contain more than 5 chapters of the Gospel of John.
Let's say there's a manuscript, and when Jesus was alive. Okay, you cannot find fresher than this one. Okay.
Because sister, the Bible. But let me tell you, it was not because you're thinking from a Muslim perspective. Oh, Allah revealed the Quran.
I didn't even talk yet.
No, but I'm telling you how you're thinking, because I don't blame you.
Because you're just talking. It's been 15 minutes you're talking, but I'm just telling you.
I will talk half an hour. You don't set rules here, sister. I have to talk, and I will talk because you're making accusation, and you're talking nonsense.
What accusation I said? What accusation I did?
You've been asking the same question to prove that the Bible, how we can tell the original Bible. I'm showing you.
What question I ask? What's the question?
Told you.
What's the question? What's my question?
You were asking, how can we prove that the Bible that we have today, nothing was corrupted and it's the same match the original? And my sister asked you, what the original do you mean? I'm showing
the original. The question is, the original when Jesus was alive. Okay, you cannot find fresher than this. When Jesus was alive, there's a manuscript. Is the original? You cannot.
It is
you cannot
original.
have a mistake on this, right?
We have the Old Testament.
She doesn't get it.
That was there when Jesus was walking the earth.
At least we have a proof.
Perfect.
You don't have a proof.
Okay, perfect.
We have a proof. You don't have a proof. Sister, the big difference between us and you, we have a proof and it's authenticated. You don't have a proof. You have a right Quran. And you're
I'm not even talking about the Quran. I'm not even talking about the Quran.
Because the Bible said when you have
I'm not even talking about the Quran right now. I'm asking you a question of your own religion, not even the Islam.
Sister, relax. Don't get mad.
I'm very relaxed. I'm asking you a question about your religion, but you didn't let me finish.
At least when answering the question reasonably, and we're showing you proof for what we have in our hand. Did you get it or you don't get it yet? Sister, we have evidence. Go back to almost 200-300 before Christ.
GM.
And you don't have 1% to prove your Quran is correct. And you're asking those questions. We're proving it to you. What do you need more
forget the Islam. I'm talking about...
I forgot it a long time ago. That's why I'm exposing it.
Okay, perfect. So I'm not even gonna make the difference between the Islam and Christian. No, this is not my point here. My point is very specific. It's very specific. I understand you told me the original of the original. Okay, when Jesus was alive, there is the Old Testament. I get that. Okay, and I believe you. Okay, I believe you. What you are telling me, I don't say.
I don't want
another
you to believe
thing.
Me. Everything I'm giving you. Listen, when I talk to you about the Quran, I'm not asking you either to believe me or about the Christianity.
No, but I believe what you say. I believe what you say. That's what I'm telling you. I believe what you say.
Come back. Don't please. When I speak, don't talk over me. Don't talk over me. Sister.
No, but let me finish because you're talking, but it's not a discussion anymore. Like it's not conversation.
Here, sister, you're not making any sense. Zero sense. And everything I proved you from either Quran
there's no conversation right now. I just want to finish my question. You don't even let me. Please just let me
ask the nonsense question. Go for it.
Perfect. Let me ask my nonsense question.
Go for it. As usual. Go for it.
So there's no problem. It's okay. So I believe what you are saying. There's the original one. You have the proof for the original one. I get it.
Okay, what's your question?
But the original one, it's a manuscript. You can have books after the manuscript, but the manuscript can be touched, can be changed. You understand what I mean?
So what would be better evidence? This is what we're trying to. That's what we're trying to ask you. Okay. When I said, what is your measuring stick of what is
I don't think you understand the question.
I don't think so.
Little dear. For my own perspective, and GM, I would like to really let me finish what I'm gonna say because I already know, like you're gonna attack me again.
When did I attack you? When you say nonsense, I have no respect for nonsense conversation.
You say that I say nonsense. This is your opinion, and I respect your opinion. If you think I'm talking nonsense, this is your opinion. I can say that. I can tell you the same thing. But
I'm gonna have to mute you, please. Enough is enough. I muted you. Unmute yourself, and I told you don't speak over me. Since you come here to this panel, you haven't spoken. And honestly, I'm glad it's recorded. You're on mute, by the way. If you're speaking, nobody can hear you. I'm glad this is recorded because no claim you made that you made sense. Since you came to this panel attacking me that I don't have the knowledge about Islam. Hold on.
I'm just asking questions.
I proved to you that I have knowledge more than your prophet do. And I showed you that we have knowledge in the Bible. Sister.
I didn't talk about Islam. I'm asking you a question.
So you're embarrassed to be Muslim? I will be actually from Muslim. I will be like you. I will be embarrassed.
Jian, I asked you questions since the beginning. Why you tell me I'm speaking nonsense?
Can you ask a question to make us believe that you went to school? Can you prove us was your question?
Tell us what nonsense I said. Tell me one nonsense I said. Tell me.
Since you come here, a nonsense lady. You said, I'm going to tell you. You said, if we tell you about the Quran, I'm going to go from the beginning. When we spoke about the Quran, you accused us we don't have the knowledge. When we started speaking about this, you said you should search deeply and ask Imam.
Something that you know everything.
Relax. When I start to show you the stuff, it shocked you, and I know if you didn't shock you, wouldn't have interest to stay here. Listen,
it doesn't shock me. I asked you a question.
Now, stop talking over me. I told you any question, and I told you this, you have about Christianity, take it out.
Yeah, I'm asking you
maybe
now,
it will
and
clean.
now
Maybe
you
it
get
will
angry.
clean. Maybe it will clean the darkness that's in your brain because you don't
What
see it's so dark.
darkness? If I was
Because
dark, I would not be here asking you questions.
Perfect, perfect, no problem. I'm not gonna
So
cry
when
if
I
you won't
ask
be here either.
question, when I'm open-minded
You
to have
ask
a
a
conversation
question.
with you, I am dark.
Stop talking over me.
So
You ask a
what's
question.
the logic?
Let me mute you again. That's how you're gonna be dealt because you're a disrespectful lady now. Do not speak over me. You did it multiple times. I let you go. I'm not gonna let you again because you have a problem. And that's why you had asked basically because you have a problem, an issue. You ask a question about the Bible, about the authentication about the Bible. Me and my sister Lildian, we spoke and we showed you proof and all those evidence, and you're still asking this stupid question. Now, what is your question? Do you have, is this the same question or something other than that? Because I think you have a problem with understanding and you need to go back to school.
Can I answer to you?
Go for it.
You just said that you shown me evidence. What evidence you showed me about the manuscript? What evidence you show me right now about the manuscript?
I gave you the evidence about the book and the
manuscript. You didn't show me anything. You're just talking since the beginning.
Sister,
this is telling me, not showing me.
Let me mute you again. You're annoying. How long we spoke, me and Little Dear, with you about the evidence that we have in our hand from the book that they found till way before Christ and all the manuscript that we still have in our hand, including the book of the Bible that we still have in our hand, and it's all matched the same. You're not making any sense. And you're Muslima, we showed you the proof. I would love to ask you, show me proof that your Quran is the right Quran. Because back on your time of your prophet used to be 21 Quran, they all were burned. Then prove me your Quran is correct. Now you want to throw a rock on people, be sure your house is not from glass. You're not making any sense since you come here. You're still waffling, shuffling.
Okay.
Oh, guys, ask your imam. Let me ask this. I told you I can cook your imam of the Azhar.
Opinion. It's okay.
Because I know the knowledge. You don't have no knowledge. You are not even a Muslima. You're a Muslima by identity. And you're claiming you know the knowledge. Okay. Tell us about one question you asked and we didn't answer. Can you? Please tell us.
It's okay. Jam, look.
Tell us about one question that you asked and we didn't answer you. I'm not angry. Yes, I have no respect for stupid people.
Angry, okay? I'm not
sister,
here to...
Sister, my sister, please, I'm begging you, stop being annoying. You always talk over me. Be respectful.
You're talking and I cannot talk. So I have not the right of talking, right?
Yes, you have the right.
I don't feel I have the right of talking.
Sister, you're in a Christian life. You're not in a Muslim. In Muslim life, you have no right. Okay. And you now have right in Islam. Please stop playing that game, please. Please.
What game? What game? I'm playing. Can I talk?
Right and that your Quran put you in it like a...
I'm not even talking about the Quran.
Sister, your religion put you like a trash, and you tell me you don't have right to speak. Please don't play those games. I'm giving you the chance to speak.
Relax.
What is your question?
Can we have a normal conversation again because we started there with the good way? I just want to stay like this because I'm not here to.
All I'm asking you, be respectful.
To talk bad. I don't like talk in the bad way.
Okay.
I like
be respectful.
Have respect.
I'm asking you.
I'm very respectful.
You're still talking over
me.
You're still talking over me. You can't. You can't. You have a problem. You have ADHD.
When I talk over you. So tell me.
Don't talk over me or I will mute you. And I don't care if you go and don't come back.
Exactly what I say.
Let me mute you again. You're still manifesting. You have a garbage personality. I have to tell you this. You're not a respectful woman. You're a disrespectful woman. I told you do not speak over me. Because when I give you the chance to speak, I mute myself all the time. Now I'm asking you, don't tell me wow and come on. You're not being honest. I'm asking you, be honest. Be honest.
Okay, you don't let me talk. It's okay.
Listen, be honest. be humble, and don't lie, and we will have a nice conversation.
It's disrespectful. It's very rude to tell me I have a trash personality. You don't even know me.
You do, because when you speak over people, you're a disrespectful person. You're still talking. You're still talking.
This is mean.
Let me mute you again. You're still talking. I told you the reason why you're annoyed, and you keep using it, and you keep doing it. When I tell you you have a problem, yes, you do. You have a problem. Yes, you do. I'm telling you, don't talk over me. And you're still talking over me. And you're going to do it again. I'm asking you, be humble, respectful, and honest. Can you promise those three things? Can you? Or
can I talk?
Can you be humble, honest, and respectful? Can you promise those?
Can I talk, Jam?
Can you promise before you speak? Can you promise be respectful, humble, and honest? I didn't hear you. Would you?
Okay. Of course.
Yeah. Your promise? Your promise?
Of course. Always.
Your promise?
So, okay, no problem. No problem.
I want to hear it. Do you promise?
GM, I never talk to you bad.
Do you promise?
Are you going to promise to not treat me like a trash personality?
Perfect. Do you promise you'll be humble, respectful,
I promise.
And honest?
Do you promise to not disrespect me?
I do. Perfect. Go for it.
Perfect. So.
Perfect.
So, you're going to let me talk, GM?
I muted myself. Go for it.
Okay. So, I really want to talk because I'm not here to disrespect anybody. So, someone to tell me I have a trash personality when I'm just talking about religion, this is kind of mean. If you are a real Christian, you should not talk to a woman like this. GM. And I'm not here for that. I listening to you. I didn't disrespect you. I want to talk. I want you to listen for me only once. Only 10 seconds. I cannot talk. I'm always interrupted. And if I try to talk, I'm muted. And you tell me I have a trash personality. So I feel like I have no place in this live anymore. So if you don't want to hear me talk, it's okay. You can just tell me leave and I will leave peacefully. But I will not accept any disrespect on anyone. So can we just have a discussion normally and talk with adult and peaceful people? Because it's about peace. We can not be agree. I can tell you I am not agree with you. You can tell me I am not agree with you. But we don't need to go in a war because this world is already it's already blood. Okay, we have enough. So if something you don't like, just tell me I'm not agree, and it's okay. We leave it like this. So what I wanted to say to little dear, because she was telling me something. And I just want to ask you this question directly. When I asked you the question, with the manuscript, even if in Israel they have the original, the original one when the Christ was alive and everything, I get that. But why I ask you, how you know if it's not modified, like the original one, how you know it's not modified? Why I ask you this question, it's because anything, this is my personal belief, it doesn't have nothing to do with any religion. This is just my own logic, because I like to go with logic in life. This is how it make a difference, because when you just focus on your belief, sometimes it puts you like walls in your thinking. So I like to put outer walls and really think with my logic sometimes. So logically, I think when it's something is writing, anything, it can be religious book, philosophy, anything. When it's something writing, logically it can be modified by any human, okay? So it can be modified. So what what the Islam did about that, that's your belief to think it's logic or not. What the Islam did about that, how the Muslim know if it's the original copy or not. They don't believe about the writing. If it's the writing, it can be modified. So what the Muslim did, they know it by heart. So when the revelation came, the message of God came. So the message of Jesus, the message of Moise, the message of all the prophets. How we know it's the original? We know it by heart. So sometimes if someone do the mistake, when someone do the mistake, Andre, wait a minute, what are you doing? When someone do the mistake,
we got your point.
Let me finish.
I got your point.
What they do, they put
Can you finish in a couple seconds here?
Yes, I'm just going to finish my sentence. Give me 10 seconds. So they bring one person, okay, tell me the Quran by heart. The other person, tell me the Quran by heart. If only one person is mistaken, they burn all the manuscript, even the original one. They burn it all, and they put by heart the real one, and they write it again. This is how they are sure they have the original, not by the writing manuscript or a book, but by knowing the revelation by heart. So I just want to ask you this question, little dear. Do you think it's more logic, not by a religion perspective, no, by logic perspective? Do you think it's more logic to go by the writing or by remembering? What do you think?
Okay. So I'm gonna answer your question by asking you a question. Okay. So we have a story, and I'm just gonna lay it out really quickly. George Washington, when he was a little boy, he chopped down a cherry tree, an apple tree, a pear tree, or a lemon tree. Because my parents told me it was a cherry tree. What was written down, it was an apple tree. But his cousin said it was a lemon tree. And his auntie said it was a pear tree.
Yeah.
So would I go by what my parents told me? Would I go by what was written down at the time when he was a little boy from his diary? Would I go by what his auntie said, or would I go by what his parents said?
Mm-hmm.
By their physical words.
So
who would I go by?
It's hard to say. I will not choose any of the three of them because you cannot know.
Okay. So I would go by what George Washington wrote down in his diary. Yeah. Because those are his words. He said, "This is what I have written." Right? What we have and now I'm going to go to the Quran, right? We have written in the Quran that it says that he confirms what came before it of the Torah and the Injil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that true, what's written in the Quran?
Of course, we believe in the Torah, yes.
Oh, okay. So yeah. What is written of the Torah? That this comes from Allah, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the Injil.
Yeah.
So what is the Injil? Can you demonstrate to me what the Injil is?
The Injil, no. No, what's
Because
the
that comes
Injil?
because that comes 600 years after Jesus, right? That's what Muhammad is saying, or Allah is saying, 600 years after Jesus.
What is that exactly? Do the traduction, because you know, I speak French. You can just explain it to me.
So what Allah sent down to Muhammad came 600 years after Jesus, right? 600 years later is what you now know as being the Quran, right? And according to Allah, he said that he had sent down the Torah and the Injil. What is the Injil? Can you show it to me?
Tell me, you know better. What's the Injil?
No, you tell us, based on your book.
You ask me a question that I don't know. I cannot respond to something I don't know.
So you don't
But
have
you asked
the
us
Injil.
many questions, and we answered all your questions. Now, one question.
The Injil. I told you, I talk French. What's the Injil
I will
in
explain
English?
to you.
What is that?
What my sister trying to tell you, your Quran mentioned the word Injil. The Injil is the New Testament.
Oh, okay. So say the New Testament.
The gospel.
Exactly. The Quran mentioned this. You tell us what that means in the Quran. What's Injil mean? That's what she asked you. Correct, little dear?
Correct.
Perfect. You tell us what Injil is, the one that mentioned in the Quran, Medusa. Go for it.
When you're talking about the Injil, you're saying the New Testament.
No, we're talking about your Quran. Your Quran mentioned about the Injil, what's mean the New Testament. Now you tell us what is the Injil that Allah mentioned in the Quran. That's what we need to know from you. Go for it.
GM, I think you didn't understand that I'm not an imam.
I understand, but you don't. Oh, you're good. When it's come to you, always you're not imam. You have no problem asking us a question and be honest with us and genuine with you to answer all your questions.
I cannot answer a question I don't know. And
Perfect.
I'm talking
Because
honestly.
you remember when you came first here, what did I told you? You remember. I'm not being mean, but I'm being honest and genuine to you.
He gonna answer. Saif, he said he have the answer.
No. Who?
Saif, he have the answer.
No one have the answer, sister, for 1400 years. What I'm trying to ask you, if you don't know the answer, you don't have to be sheikh, you don't have to be nothing. We can help you.
It doesn't, little dear, what you are telling me, it doesn't answer to the logic of my question. I'm not even talking about the Quran I'm just going with the logic. You are telling me three examples.
And
you
this is
give me the
problem.
example of the apple.
So this is the problem. This is the problem, Medusa. You're speaking with your logic. I have a different logic.
Yeah, exactly.
JM has a different logic. So if we're all if we're all dependent on our own logic, then we're left to chaos. Because everybody has their own logic. Where's your standard? I asked you earlier, what is the measuring stick of what you're going by? Are you going by your own logic, only you, or somebody else's logic, or what was sent down, what we have as a word of God? Which do you go by? This is my point. If you're all over the place with my logic and your logic and his logic, and you can all have your own logic, there's no standard. This is what we're trying to get from you. What is the standard?
The standard for me, I'm going to tell you. If there's something only writing and it's the only proof that they're giving me, I prefer to go with the book knowing by heart. Because if there's only one manuscript. So everybody can do the modification.
This is the point.
But if a lot of people know by heart, I have more proof.
How do you change something that's solid? Because if I say that George Washington chopped down a pear tree, His mother says that George Washington chopped down an apple tree. He wrote down in his diary that he chopped down a cherry tree. Which one holds more weight? Which one holds more weight?
I go with the one who giving me the most proof.
What holds more weight? What somebody says or what somebody has written down about themselves?
The proof, the logic proof. For me, the logic proof.
What's logic proof out of those three?
Book writing who can be modified.
What's you know what I mean? Mind? Somebody's mind. So I say that he chopped down a pear tree. His mother said that he chopped down an apple tree. He wrote down that he chopped down a cherry tree. So what George Washington said and wrote in his diary is not as reliable as what his mom said and what I said. You're telling me that what somebody passes on from one person to the next, 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 and eventually gets written down.
Yeah, totally. I understand, little dear. But do you understand that human can do mistakes sometimes by writing? When you know the thing by heart,
why can't they do mistakes when they repeat those words to someone else?
Exactly.
When
repeating the same thing. If I tell you A, B, C, D, F, if someone tell me A, B, C, F, there's no D, I'm like, no. This is something wrong. I bring another person. And if the person tell me A, B, C, D, F, and if it's 10 person tell me A, B, C, D, F, only one person tell me A, B, C, D.
What if you have left this world, right? And somebody, the third person down the line that you told this to, changes it. What's the proof that you said A, B, C, D, E, F? Where's the proof?
But
where's the proof? Thing. You're gone. You're gone. You're not here any longer, right?
That's the thing, little dear. It can happen. It can happen that someone say a mistake.
What you say,
we are all human, and it can happen.
Does not outweigh what you wrote. And somebody else sees it with their eyes in black and white, A, B, C, D. I said on September 14th, 2024, A, B, C, D, E, F. I said this. Your name is written in there. 25 years, 30 years, 50 years, God willing, you live that long, 50 years down the road, somebody can see that you had written on this date, I said A, B, C, D, E, F, versus me coming along 50 years later and saying, no, I heard from JM and Andre and Isaiah that she said A, B, C, F. Which holds more weight? What you wrote down in your diary on this day, I said this. Or what JM, Isaiah, and Andre tell me.
Let's say I understand your
Medusa, do you still Muslima, sister? Just a quick question. Do you still Muslima at the moment?
What? If I'm still Muslim?
Yeah, like at the moment, are you Muslima?
What's the point of? I don't understand the subject with little dear.
Because sometimes the way you speak make me feel you're an atheist more than a Muslim, to tell you the truth.
You think I'm an atheist?
No, I said
because you're trying to use logic.
Yeah, I didn't say you are an
logic.
Again.
Of course,
I didn't.
I am like this.
Sister, I didn't say you are an atheist. I said you speak like someone is an atheist.
Okay.
Because you remember what it. Because every time, because when you're Muslim, but let me be honest with you, I'm talking now.
No, I am Muslim. I am Muslim, but I speak with logic.
If you're Muslim, you can't speak with logic. Period. Because that's what Ibn Taymiyyah said. من تفلسف تمنطق ومن تمنطق تزندق.
Okay.
When you use logic, you become zandika. I'm telling you, that's what your religion said.
But this is a hadith. You are telling me hadith.
Ibn Taymiyyah, you want to reject Ibn Taymiyyah?
Okay,
Go for it. You
but
left Islam on the spot.
You're not obligated to be agree on every hadith. You know that?
Sister, please.
When you are a Muslim, you are not obligated
shahada for
to
me?
agree.
Please say shahada. I want to believe you're Muslim. Say the shahada.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمد رسول الله.
Perfect. Now, but you have build your own pizza, your own Islam. Now, you've been. Okay. Now we have
this
the right to speak the topic.
Again.
No, sister. No, that's truth.
And I agree with JM. So we have two in agreement.
It's okay. It's okay.
Perfect. Now, what I'm gonna try to tell you, because I'm not gonna let you take over the platform for nonsense. I'm gonna have to talk to you seriously now. In the time of your Prophet Muhammad, there were 21 Quran, 21 Quran, and Uthman burned all of them, and he kept copy, and he made his own copy. Uthman.
So he burned all the Quran.
All the Quran, hadith sahih.
And tell me why.
But listen to me.
But tell me why.
Listen, I'm speaking now. Now your turn to listen.
Yeah.
I'm your teacher. You're the student. Don't interrupt me. Don't talk over me. You spoke too much.
You're the teacher.
It's your time. It's your time to listen. It's your time to listen.
You can give me your opinion, but
I'm reading your books. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm giving you my opinion.
You're not a teacher.
I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm reading your book and your history. You want to deny it, leave Islam, go for it. Become Zandiq. That's not my problem. I'm reading your books. Aisha said, أخذت عائشة بيدها قميصا كان لرسول الله. That's when Aisha took a shirt that was belonged the Messenger of Allah. وقالت هذا قميص رسول الله لم يبلى ولم يهترى وقد أبلى عثمان سنته. What that mean? قضى عثمان على سنة الرسول وقرآنه. That hadith عن عائشة. You want to deny hadith عائشة أم المؤمنين? Go for it. You want to deny it? Do you want to deny it? Aisha admit that Uthman destroyed the sunnah of the messenger and his Quran.
So if I'm not agree with the hadith, it makes me
I don't care.
Muslim?
You love Islam. You're Zandiqa. You love Islam. I don't care if you don't agree. Who are you to don't agree? That's your history. Because I'm tired of tired talking to someone. I'm tired of talking to someone not making sense.
You're tired. What do you want me to say?
Sister. You're a prophet, Muhammad.
Not agree.
You're a prophet, Muhammad said, if you want to take the Quran and read the Quran, take it from 4. He named them. Abdullah bin Mas'ud and Ubay bin Ka'ab. And I will remember the other 2 for you. And those only 4 people that has to be taken the Quran from. And all their Quran, where are they? Gone. Osman made his own Quran.
Okay.
So now, listen, I'm not telling you a story, I'm reading your history. I'm giving you every reference. Now, if you want the reference about Aisha said, that's Tarikh al-Yaqubi al-Juz' al-Thani, Safha 175. I give you reference. I don't lie, I don't blaspheme. I'm reading your book. It's hard on you to hear it.
About when he burns the Quran. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Now you give me the reference. Okay. We're going step by step. No disrespecting, because when you disrespect, we're going anywhere. So I know you're Arabic and you have hot blood.
Sister, hold on. Sister, you calm down now. When I showed you that Muhammad is a sinner, you shovel, since you came here, you don't want to talk about the topic. I have a topic. Is Muhammad is a sinner and mushrik? Yes or no?
Let's talk religion. Muhammad mushrik? You tell me stuff in Arabic. I told you already. You know
what's mushrik.
You're not talking with the imam. You're not talking with. I'm not an imam.
Sister. Then why you're here?
I am talking with you. I am sharing. I'm debating with you, but I'm not an imam.
Sister, debating? You're debating? Sister, please.
Yeah,
I told you since you came here.
Sister, You have your way of thinking, but I am not the imam.
Sister, I don't care. I explained to you when you came here first. Here, it's not Tinder and it's not Match.com. We have a religious topic.
So why you don't debate with the imam? I am sharing with you.
They're running. They're running.
Thinking.
They don't want to debate. Bring your imam.
I'm not the imam.
Medusa,
if you want to prove that you are right, prove it to an imam, not me.
I did. You don't listen. I did. Bring your imam here, and I cannot promise you on that day you will leave Islam.
Okay, now you're talking. It's okay. Whatever.
I don't care because you're nonsense. What do you mean? Stop talking over me. I'm talking.
Okay.
I told you we did debate multiple sheikhs.
How many guys want to go in a live and you refuse them?
They
have the answer, you refuse them.
Sister,